Okay, last time, I think we looked over here.
I see her! Camouflage!
Where'd she run off to?
Cut!
Getting up! Well... Gonna have to come out!
Watch out, those camouflage.
Clever! She's dead! I'll get
Getting in
behind
close.
her! You bet. Come on out! Just one person! What can you do? No shame in giving up! Well...
Forward team, why the fuck are you still looking for that box? You have hostiles in your area.
Well, Dr. Dominguez...
I don't give a damn about Dominguez. Find Lara Croft and kill her.
Amazing how fast parameters change. Find Lara Croft, how? We're spread out way too goddamn thin for that. This was a research operation.
Let's just spread out and make the best of it. I'll cover that area, you stay here.
Gotta check every shit out.
This thing with Croft has to end.
First, Dominguez tells us to look for the box. Now Rourke tells us to look for Croft. Who are we supposed to listen to?
Well, Rourke is a military leader, and Dominguez's decisions are getting people killed. So you better decide right now where your loyalties lie.
Are you fucking kidding?
Holy shit, over here! Shit!
December 1603. Lopez had grown pensive since exiting the cenote. I led the way, and when I turned toward the city, at last he spoke, calling for us to stop. Then, after swearing me to silence, he shared with me a secret he had been carrying. That night, by the river, I met with the Emperor. I confessed to him who I was, who we are, and the true purpose of our visit. Trinity's fattened leaders, too busy with politics for even the morning's prayers, are not worthy of the box. The Emperor and I agreed that the only way to keep it safe from them was for me to claim it, Take it far from here and hide it until one of the Paititi royal line, a chosen one, can follow his antecedents' clues and rediscover it. Having thus unburdened himself, Lopez turned on his heels and set a course deeper into the jungle.
All units, report status. Cardinal 2, all clear. What's going on, Commander? We got hit by a foreshock. Kappa team? All clear, sir. This is Cardinal 2. I've got foreshock damage in Juliet 3. A rock slide took out the tertiary pumping platform. No fires. Follow trees and completely block the access road to Kilo 2.
All full up. Can't carry any more. This is a record of a mercenary's assignments while working for Trinity. Mexico, Kenya, Siberia. I had my crosshairs on the younger one too, but Rourke had orders for us to leave her alone. This is the bastard who shot Anna.
Hello, Lara.
Who is this?
I've suspected you've been monitoring. You've been listening to me. And now, I'm listening to you. Another foreshock. How's it feel, knowing you're responsible for all these cataclysms? All that suffering.
I know what I did.
The look on your face when Dominguez told you? But you just had to have that dagger, didn't you?
Impossible. What the hell? What the hell am I supposed to do? Hunaratu's dead, shot in the back by Rourke. I don't have the box. Jonah. God, if anything happens to him. God damn it.
Forward outpost. Croft is moving into your area. Find her.
Cross fit right through the guys at the beach. It can't happen again.
We'd better do a sweep. Anything interesting in that new shipment?
Thermal goggles, gentlemen. I'll take point.
I got something! Where?
Shit! False positive. Some animal.
Hey, are we getting those lights up or what?
I'm never gonna get them working if you keep pestering me. What's the damn hurry all of a sudden?
Rourke said Croft's coming through here.
God damn it. All right, I'm hurrying.
You better be back in a few minutes.
Here we go.
We'll find her.
I don't believe it.
Time to fix this thing again. Clear on my end.
Think of Rourke's alerts.
Absolutely. He wouldn't change her orders unless he was sure she would.
Jesus.
God damn it, people, use the goggles! Find her!
Evening, Ralph.
Evening, Sam.
You see anyone? If I did, I'd be shooting. We have to eliminate her.
Come on, Croft. Show yourself. What if they're hiding?
Unless the concealment is completely blocking the heat she gives off, I'll see her. Rourke's out for blood. It's like it's personal.
We'll stop her. We have to.
As if looking for something in the dark in these ruins wasn't creepy enough.
She won't get through here, and either the chopper or the search team will crush her.
How does she do this? More good men down.
Croft is mine.
Something over here! Christ! Dead by now! What can you do?
Laura, are you okay? Was that the earthquake? I'm near an oil refinery. Everything's blowing up.
No, Jonah, get off this channel.
What?
They're listening.
Okay.
I'll find you. It's a recipe for a hallucinogen, sometimes used in war. This should help. If I use this on my arrows, it could be an advantage against Trinity. must be Mama Zara. I always thought her forms of worship were a fun tradition. She was the Incan goddess of grain, and her name means maize mother. So if ever a farmer found a strange maize plant, they would dress it up like a doll in honor of her. She was also the goddess of willow trees, so sometimes the farming communities would hang one of their maize dolls from a willow tree and dance around it for her. Trinity can rot in this jungle. And as for the Pytetian Emperor, not even he can truly understand just what this box is. But I do, and I know it should not be used by just anyone. That would be catastrophic. Only the purest among us should make the decision as to how to wield the power of the silver box. That is why I must hide it.
Tau team, Croft is on a vector toward your position. I say again, Croft is coming to you.
Jesus Christ.
Shh. We'll get her, sir.
Show me her corpse, and your entire team is next in line for deacon training. Rourke out.
You all right? Back off, you bastard!
Jesus.
She's got no chance.
You guys come through here? I got some broken twigs.
Base camp's having trouble receiving me. As soon as this is up, we'll use it to boost your signal.
Where's that backup?
That should have worked. Why isn't it working? She's got no chance.
Can we get more light in here? Take point, guns up. Move wide, but stay visible. Roger for sweep. Take point, guns up. See anything? Start shooting. We're taking casualties! Oh shit, I better look around. Start the search pattern. Take point, guns up.
Relocate target.
Jonah? Jonah, come in, please!
He's not gonna answer, Lara.
What?
He's dead. Now you can add your friend Jonah to the list of people you've gotten killed.
Fuck you, Rock!
If you want to pick up his body, it's at the refinery.
I'm coming for you. Dominguez forbade us from mingling with the locals. Didn't want us corrupting them. Luckily, one of the priests developed a taste for bourbon, and as long as I brought a pint with me, he'd lend me his costume, mask and all. Walking through the lower city was like traveling 500 years into the past. This hard hat is decorated with peacock feathers and what seems to be the likeness of a jaguar.
Cardinal 2, I've got a lock on the target.
Sometimes I feel like I have to keep going, and if I don't, then I'll just let everyone down.
Is coming. And this is the first of many catastrophes you're doing.
I have to go! I'm the only one!
You're the only one that can what?
You are fucking dead.
This is Rourke. I've been called back to Cannes. Winters, Croft is all yours.
This'll get you moving. Can't get better than that. Base camp, this is Cardinal 2. Reinforcements on the ground.
Hey. Are you okay?
Making everything worse.
You're not. Hey, you're not. We can do this. Come on. Where to next? Can't stay here.
I don't know, Jonah!
What was that clue? The heart of the serpent, something.
The heart of the serpent is in the cup near the many stone faces.
And what kind of cup are we talking about? Some kind of chalice?
A chalice that's not very Mayan. Wait. It's not mine. The clue was left by a 17th century missionary, Andrea Lopez, a Jesuit.
The serpent in the chalice is a symbol of St. John. We're looking for a Christian holy site.
Like a Church of San Juan? That's a pretty common name. Could be dozens.
Not within trekking distance from Paititi.
Come on, the road is this way. We'll get out of here, talk to some people.
Okay. What would I do without you?
This is it. Church of San Juan. Let's split up. I'll look for signs of Lopez.
We'll ask around, see what we can find out.
My friend Sarah's an archaeologist. She works near here. Want to go see if she knows anything about your riddle?
That would be great.
The stone faces have always been Sarah's obsession. Most people come here looking for treasure, but not Sarah.
Rumor
She
has
just
it,
wants answers.
there's treasure buried all over these places. Folks have been searching for it for centuries, since the Jesuits.
Oh yeah? You ever hear anything about some kind of cup or a missionary named Lopez?
No, why? You think he's got a do?
Nah, but if I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Es tan gracioso. Gracioso.
¿Alguna vez pensaste en adentrarte en la selva para echar un vistazo? ¿A buscar qué? ¿Oro? ¿Sabes cuántos vinieron en busca de fortuna? Tal vez están buscando el sitio incorrecto. No, están buscando el objeto incorrecto.
Vine para crecer espiritualmente y terminé recogiendo excremento en un granero.
Qué bueno que vinimos. Siento que de verdad nos esforzamos por algo muy importante. Dijo que la parroquia va a organizar una campaña para los
Have you come to the mission seeking salvation or its secrets?
I'm not sure. A little of both, maybe.
Ah, to wait for life to unfold before you is a luxury of the young. I was like that once, drifting along.
Is that how you came here?
Huh? Oh, in a way. In a way. Can I offer you a small piece of advice? Make a choice before it's made for you. Ah, enough of my meddling. Are you looking to trade? Pleasure doing business with you, friend.
Have you been friends a long time?
Since we were kids. She was the nerd, I was always skipping school and stealing my grandma's RV.
My father brought us here when I was just a boy.
For a holiday?
Research. He studied Incan stone monuments. I guess it was more of a hobby. He had no formal education.
He sounds like an interesting man.
He was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ah, it's fine. It's fine.
I thought I'd come back here after he died. Maybe see if I could finish what he started.
I know how you feel.
But then I just ended up staying. There's something about this place that draws people and keeps them here.
Hard work is good for the soul. The sect has been maintaining this mission through hard work for over 400 years. Angel de la Cruz and Truilos Serrano arrived here back then and immediately set to work. Their philosophy of labor being the only true way to get closer to God is one we still follow, even now.
Be careful if you go out to the graveyard, miss. A witch lives there. She likes to turn people into frogs.
I'll be sure to watch myself.
One lady upset the witch, and then the witch made her disappear.
I don't have enough space for that.
Someone once said if you really want to learn about a town, you have to visit their graveyards. I don't know why. One is the same as the next. Some might be a little more orderly, with neat rows, or they're like this one, where it feels more natural and unplanned.
These collars were used abroad the Nostromo, likely ferrying the captured indigenous people back to Spain to be sold as slaves. I wonder how it ended up here.
Hijo de nuestra amada Virgen, ¿cuánto deseo que mis hijos y yo podamos parecernos a ti en pureza de corazón, en el amor por Jesús y en devoción hacia su Madre María? En ti ponemos nuestra esperanza.
I can't quite explain it, but have you noticed how the world seems thinner here than in other places? Like, it's just a curtain drawn, and if you found the cord, you could pull it and see heaven itself. There seems like a tangible connection between this life and the next here. Or maybe we're all already dead. Or maybe I need to get out of the sun for a little while.
La hora más oscura es justo antes del amanecer. Luego se abre, pues la oscuridad lo cubre todo. Necesitamos tu luz.
¿Cuándo nos entregarán las balas de cañón?
Merece un castigo.
Te lo aseguro. Si se comprueba algo así será.
Ana y José. Las llamas jóvenes y osadas subieron más y...
This is an official document issued recently by the Holy See. In consideration of this mission having been badly damaged by an unusually violent and entirely unexpected volcanic tremor, they sent requests to every Spanish-speaking diocese, asking them to consider sending missionaries to restore and rebuild this holy site.
That's quite a bow you have. You must be a hunter. The mission could use a hunter. Ever since before the earthquake, for a second, just the other day, I saw this one out on the road, running after a wolf. Can you believe that? He said he only wanted to play. As though he expected the wolves to roll over and chase sticks.
Some of those kids are so high-spirited. I need a little break. Don't tell the sisters. I could use a little spirits myself some days, but this mission does not allow alcohol, so I have to settle for the few moments of quiet I can find.
This document describes the founding of the mission. There were 4 solar eclipses in this region around that time, in 1521, 1538, 1539, and 1543. Spanish missionaries reported that during each one, a vision of John the Apostle appeared on this site. So in his honor, the mission of St. John was built here in 1544.
¿Había una vez un ratoncito?
This document outlines the goals and works of the mission of St. John. In addition to their individual spiritual goals and their outreach programs, the people here are clearly passionate about contributing to the nearby communities. Education, literacy, healthcare, even donating a portion of the food they raise.
Ya conoces a Juan.
Dicen que la hora más oscura.
Now this is a fascinating concept. The Miracle Club. Come meet people that share your beliefs, devotion, and taste for adventure. Create lifelong memories as you travel the world together. It's a Christian singles group dedicated to visiting pilgrimage sites. This Spanish document is fascinating. It tells the story of several natural disasters which struck this area: a flood, a fire caused by lightning, and a severe volcanic tremor. In each instance, buildings on this site were badly damaged, requiring considerable rebuilding.
Dijo que la parroquia va a organizar.
I'm sure it's not as bad as you think.
Abby, can you help me with this? It's broken.
Hold on. Are you that Lara? Croft?
I am.
I recognize you from your picture. What's your interest with this place?
I'm following a riddle. The heart of the serpent is in the cup near the many stone faces.
The stone faces? That's why I'm here too.
I don't want to step on your toes. It's the serpent in the cup I'm really looking for.
Well, I've been here for at least 400 years. According to documents in the library, they keep watch. Legend has it, they're guarding a secret crypt.
A crypt?
We've never been able to find it. As you can imagine, that's what drives the treasure hunters crazy. But if the infamous Lara Croft is as clever as they say she is, well, if you were to find it, you might be doing me a favor.
You think I should start at the library?
Yes, it's over by the cemetery. It's one of the oldest buildings here. Make sure you credit me if you find anything.
Thank you. I will. Did you say someone's missing?
Yes, Isabela, another member of the field study. I checked on her after the first tremors this morning, but her tent was empty.
You should ask Manu. He probably told her where to find El Dorado.
This is serious. We had a fight last night. A bad one.
I'm sorry, Guillermo. I didn't realize. Please, continue.
You had a fight. I don't mean to pry, but...
It's all right. We've been very close friends for almost a year, and I think both of us would like there to be more, but neither of us has broached the subject. Isa and Sarah, they often don't get along. Sorry, Sarah, but it's true. Because Sarah insists on her team being very down-to-earth, while Isa has a passion for folkloric tales of hidden temples. I often get caught in the middle.
Those stories always come from somewhere. Even if most of it is made up, there'll be some kernel of truth to it.
That's Isa's viewpoint too. Anyway, there's an old blind man who lives here named Manu who's full of these kinds of stories. He convinced her there's a secret crypt hidden around here, and last night she asked me to come with her and find it. I refused, and we got into the old fight. It ended with her calling me a hidebound coward and me calling her a foolish child.
So she ran off.
Yes, to as she put it, prove all you naysayers wrong. This morning I heard rumors that she vandalized the cemetery last night. That's when I started looking for her. When I found her missing with no one knowing anything, I started to worry. What if she went looking for the crypt and something happened? I could never forgive myself.
All right. You stay here, so if there's news or she comes back, you'll know about it. I'll go looking for Isabella, starting with the cemetery.
You'd do that?
To be honest, I'm as curious about that crypt as she is.
You're overreacting.
Are you kidding? Laura, you find anything yet?
Abby's friend mentioned a crypt somewhere around the library. I'll meet you there. I'm happy Jonah's alive. He makes friends so easily. I probably would have walked here to the mission, but Jonah, he just asked Abby for a ride and she said yes. I hope we're in the right place and we can find the box before Trinity. The earthquake hit last night at the oil facility and now there's a volcano. Is this where the next cataclysm will hit? We have to end this before this town ends up like Cozumel. December 30th, 1603. Lopez has just returned from a nearby village, and with him came a group he says will follow him and help us with construction. There was something strange about his behavior. I attributed it to the long journey through the jungle. That night, however, he admitted what had been bothering him. "They followed me," he whispered. "The others." He walked off. I spent that sleepless night worrying about his deviations toward madness.
¿Es en serio? Te doy gracias por darme la fortaleza para superar mi adicción.
¿Crees que hay suficiente para todos?
Si tuviéramos que pasar una semana, el arzobispo ha dicho
How do you do?
más ayuda.
I have all kinds of stuff. That's a good deal for both of us. Pleasure doing business with you, friend.
Qué bueno.
Vuelves el chile, se va a pegar la olla.
Te doy gracias por darme la fortaleza para superar mis sueños. El estuco tiene 400 años. Habrá que reconstruirlo por completo.
So there's a crypt around here somewhere?
A secret crypt.
Why secret? If Lopez is involved, there's bound to be a trick.
That's a solid theory. What about you? Did you find anything?
I got a pamphlet. 7 Steps Closer to God.
Who knows? Maybe it'll help. Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
Someone once said if you really want to learn about a town, you have to visit their graveyards. I don't know why. One is the same as the next.
You're not getting our hands on our treasure.
I don't care about fish. I care about respect for the dead.
Watch out! He's going to cast a spell on us!
Hijo de nuestra amada Virgen,
Feels like a mausoleum.
Means we're on the right track. Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
These notes were written by the founder of the Sector 7. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
"25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him. So I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces. A heron and an eclipse.